means speed.
Awesome.
Ah, a road. Roads are usually safe.
Yeah, see, like I said, I mean, we survived that easily. Like, come on. You get to, I mean, once you get to a point where Sonic can basically survive being thrown off a capsule in space, none of these other things, his other deaths are basically meaningless. You can survive anything, let's be honest.
Oh, awesome. Last one to the bottom.
Yeah, so now we got another mock speed section. Alright, I love the, it's a nice change of scenery at least.
I don't like getting wet.
Yeah, I love these mock speed sections, they're fun. You know, I understand they add obstacles in the way, but that's the whole point. Yeah, that's the whole point. You know, again, Forces, you know, you could have took these level assets and implement them into your own game. You know, I understand that maybe, I understand that maybe Sega's really trying to throw this game under the bus and pretend it never existed. But you can't deny that the level design is good, alright? You can't deny that. Like, at least use the level assets and add them into a future Sonic game and just add a fresh coat of paint into them and try to make it original. I mean, they did that with Forces. A lot of the levels are ripped out of Sonic colors in a way, and they just add a fresh coat of paint. You know. But look, if I had a say in this, I would give Big Red Button a second chance to make a game at least. At least they would learn from their ways, because at least they're good at making level design. Alright? That's because, to me, level design matters.
That was incredible. Did you see us in action?
Yeah, you guys were a great supporting cast. Thanks. What?
I think we all contributed.
Oh, sure. I'm just saying I probably contributed a bit more. Unbelievable. Yes, I was.
Seriously, man. Look how douchey Sonic acts. Like, seriously. I'll explain more on that in a few seconds, but now we're gonna split up right here.
Tails and I will go left, up along the ridge.
Oh, that's good. Good for Tails. Gets to be with Amy. And now Sonic gets to be with Knuckles. So this is basically a Sonic and Knuckles episode. If you get that reference, just watch the cartoon show and you'll get the meaning of it. Yeah, so the good thing about this level is that we have our two best heavy hitters here. So this level shouldn't be too troublesome because right here they have a lot of fucking mook enemies.
Should have seen that coming.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean we have our two best players, so it should be too difficult.
I mean, snakes. Got nothing for me.
Yeah. Another reason why you should really, you know, not really stick to one character for the entire adventure. You know, similar to Pokemon, you know, like where you have one Pokemon at level 77, but your others are like in the mid 30s to low 30s. Like, you know, like, no, everybody should be at an equal level unless you don't have time to farm. I understand that. But for this game, you have to be accustomed to using every character in some way, shape, or form. You see, like that. Using my boy Nux here. There you go. Alright, too slow, Sonic. When it comes to combat, Knuckles has you beat.
We won't be able to budge that ourselves. Let's use the Enter Beam and try and move it into place.
Yeah, but then, what I was trying to say earlier is that in that last scene, you know, Sonic was acting so smug. Like, he was acting like such a douche. You know, like, seriously, like, what the hell, was that really necessary? Like, really? Now you're acting like a douche? You're the reason why all this is even happening to begin with when you go to that first cutscene of why Lyric escaped, so now it's not the time to show off and try to be an asshole about that. Like, seriously. You'd think Sonic would be more humble and try to, you know, rectify his mistakes, but the fact that he said that he contributed more like that, you know, basically saying what the others did is completely bullshit. You know, I've always hated that. That's why I never really liked, you know, Roger Craig Smith as Sonic, because he acts so smug and arrogant compared to the others. And he hardly even adds no emotion to his damn character, so that's why I always have an issue with him. Like, yeah, man, he's a great voice actor, don't get me wrong, but he has no damn emotion compared to Drummond and compared to Griffith. That's just the way I am, okay? And one of these days, I am going to make a comparison amongst all three voice actors of what their pros and cons are. Yeah, but mostly for Sonic in this game, it's all about ego. You know, he lets his ego get in the way of things, and look at...
Glad we went this way. This is amazing.
I'm glad those two are having.
Yeah, literally. They're having fun in more ways than one. Of course, they're taking the best route. I mean, they're the smart ones. Meanwhile, we have to do everything the hard way, literally. Yeah, and like I said, in a later level, we are gonna use Amy and Tails exclusively in one area. So, just saying right now, man, I hope you know how to use Tails or Amy, you know, just to make that area a little bit less of a pain. And it doesn't help your case that you have to deal with very high-level enemies. So make sure you practice using all characters, so that way, you know, you won't have a hard time.
Okay, but if this thing comes to life with bells and whistles and attacks us, you get an idea.
Alright, so we basically have to reactivate this damn thing so it could drill a hole so we could go underneath the pit.
Let's crunch some metal. Another one down.
Get out of here. Look at Knuckles doing that uppercut.
Okay, ready? Let's do this.
Wait, you want to start?
Yeah, so it's basically just a giant mechanoid. It's basically gonna drill a hole. That's how we're basically gonna get down there.
My cake. What did you do?
You mean what did we do?
Not attacking. That's good.
Yeah, but now you have these other enemies attacking us. And spoiler alert, this is what you have to do, because we do have a boss fight in this area, and this is what you have to do, basically. So once again, big red button, attention to detail. Like, I do like that they are paying attention to detail, because you're gonna fight a boss fight that uses this mechanic where you have to throw something at it. So I do like that attention to detail. Not many publishers do that. Because you do have a boss fight where you have to use that similar mechanic, and they just don't shove it down your throat, and they basically you sink or swim.
Who brought the thunder? This guy.
Yeah, but the only difference is you'll have access to all 4 characters.
I heard it.
Nah, you have too much dirt.
You see, again, Sonic's ego is getting in the way of business. He won't even give a thank you to Knuckles. You know, they were a tag team.
Oh, squishy floor.
Yeah, like, seriously, like, I understand that's the thing they're going with, because I'm assuming that between all 3 Sonics, you know, between Classic, Modern, and Boom, you know, Boom Sonic is more arrogant, you know, he's more arrogant when you think about it. Now, the one thing about him is, I honestly think he's more pessimistic when it comes to certain situations. Like, if it's not something that is to his liking, he's not gonna praise it. I just don't get it. But oh well, I guess they want to give him a different personality compared to modern Sonic, who's just having fun, you know, wants to be all adventurous, and Boom Sonic just wants to get the job done as quickly as possible, but hardly putting in any effort, and even if he does put effort, he wants to take all the damn credit. Oh shit, I have no rings! Yeah, this is the part I was talking about earlier, like, remember when I said I lost rings for no reason? This is the part right here, like, I'm down to no rings. I'm down to 1 ring, but the good thing is that I got Knuckles and Sonic with me, so I'm good to go. Like I said, Falcon Punch, motherfucker. Yeah, like I said, every ring matters to me. Every ring's gonna matter to you on this point forward, because a lot of the enemies are gonna take more damage. Like, some enemies would take 4 rings of damage, now some are gonna take as much as 8 rings of damage, and those giant Mook enemies are going to take up to, I believe, 15 or 20 rings of damage upon contact.
Well, that's not a good thing. Did you see that?
I sure did. Wish I didn't.
Alright. So we're getting...
I say we work to avoid.
Alright, we're almost there. At least we got some rings there.
I think we hit a dead end. Oh, you a little scared?
Oh,
I'm a little scared. One of these days, I just want to see Knuckles just knock out Sonic. Like, seriously, at least this form of Sonic. You may think that's fucked up me saying that, but it's not. He's an egomaniac. It's warranted.
Speed isn't always the answer.
Sometimes you have to punch through a wall.
Big deal. Maybe I loosened it.
Yeah, you keep thinking that.
Yeah, thanks, Knuckles. I was about to say that right now.
I got you. I'm slipping. I've got you. I can't hold on much longer. This is not how it ends for you.
It's only like a 3-foot drop. Thanks. Well, at least he said thanks. You know, the proper term is thank you, not thanks.